Hello?
Sorry, I muted. So, okay.
I
Hi,
know.
Okamura-san. How are you? Okay. Oh, yeah. And at first, I will show the banners on here. Okay. So please introduce yourself and your careers or your favorite food or uh, your favorite movie or anything
Thank you.
about you, please.
I'm Junichi Okamura, Senior Technical Partner Manager in Shopify. And I have been a software engineer for almost 20 years and in various companies. And I started my career as maybe Windows client app and shift to web apps. And I started a product management in the next companies, and after that I joined PayPal as the solution engineer, and now in Shopify as solution engineering and developer relationships. My favorite food is the everything of the Japanese food, and my hobby is drawing the cartoon and playing guitar and singing. I have my own bands. And what is your last question? Sorry.
Oh, so anything. So you
Okay.
are you what type of technology you love it?
Uh, so yeah. Currently, I mainly use a Node.js with React, and yes, and our product uses the GraphQL, and so now I'm mainly using GraphQL as well, and yeah.
Okay, I think your career step up from PayPal and Shopify, so
Mm.
you involved to the commerce or payment market so
Mhm.
much.
Mhm.
So do you like it, like PayPal
Yes,
payment or
yeah.
commerce?
So every time I choose the next career, so I'm very interested in what kind of business do they do. So I feel the payment commerce world is the very leading the world, especially under the COVID-19 situation. So and I believe we help the many business or business owners and merchants and entrepreneurs to lift it up the digital world uh, to be more successful. So that's why I've joined the current company.
I see. And I want to know about your role about technical partner manager.
Mhm.
What is your role?
Yes. So Shopify is the cloud platform providing the commerce,
Mhm,
like online shop, POS, storefront, the product, and connecting with other partner product like Instagram, Google, or
mhm,
others. And but our unique point, we have the app stores, and
mhm,
it's like a plugin marketplaces. So
mhm,
the every merchant can install our app to fit Shopify to their needs, adding
mhm,
the extra or the specific requirement.
mhm,
And so my role is supporting the app developers, Shopify app developers, and to publish their app into our marketplaces. And we also have the feature of theme. Theme
mhm,
is like a WordPress template, so the
mhm,
merchant or the designer can customize or build their own designed storefront UI, like a cart and the checkout and the product page or something. So it requires HTML, JavaScript, CSS, sometimes SAS, and the Liquid. Liquid's the template language written by Ruby. So we have to support the Japanese designers to customize, optimize their storefront to the Japanese merchants. So my main role is the technical support and the advocating to get the new developers and the designer into the Shopify ecosystem. So yeah, that's my main role
I
here.
see. So, what is the favorite plugin in APAC or Asian market, like a Japanese market?
Yeah. So for me, I like the some shipping apps. Shipping apps is for the ship the merchant product to the buyers. So as you know, the Japanese shipping services and the processes is very specific and it's very unique, different from the other countries. So and Shopify is located in North America. So we natively doesn't support the Japanese shipping method, but some very skilled, crafted app developers, partners launch the shipping app to provide the Japanese specific requirement to the Japanese merchant with less IT literacy, so the very useful UI and very Japanese optimized UI. So as I see that those kind of app born in Japan, so I feel very happy. So that's I like.
I see. I see. So maybe there are a lot of rule or a standard in several countries. So they like developers have to make the plugins for specific each region or countries or areas or anything in the even if it's Japan, Korea, India, or anywhere, right?
Yes.
I see. So, and move to the next topic about your talk. Your talk is our new DevRel invention of scaling our partner ecosystems. So, please talk about abstract or summary of your talk, please.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. Last year I joined the Shopify, and as I mentioned, the one of my main role is the developer relationship. So the engaged the app developers and the designers. So the last years we have been try to the usual developer relationship approach, like the workshop in person and meetup, and of course posting blogs. So I feel that our activity has some achievement and output, but the situation of Shopify in Japan is the phase of the growing up. So we have to scaling up our ecosystem in Japan. So but some of these typical approach didn't work enough for our expected goal and growth, and so that's why we follow of the new approach and to about how we can scaling out our developer relation activities. And one of the answer is shifted to the online approach. And this year, so as you know, the COVID situations came, and so we shift to the online approaching. So the hosting online the event or something. It's not the so unique approach, but just not simple online event, but we created some more educational approach for developers and some physical training program. And so, for example, we allocated 6 weeks for participants. So we provided a Zoom session and online hands-on, and we asked them to provide their outcome, those shop or app or theme. It's kind of the approach of the hackathon as well. So we mixed up the current approach into one style, and so that is one of my contents in the session. So we start to expand our ecosystem in Japan market. That is very early stages, and so I would like to share the experience and the tips about how we struggle to expanding our developer economy here in Japan. So that's why my main theme of my sessions.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Does this
very
work? Okay.
yes, yeah, it's good. It's perfect. That's
I
very
have no
interesting.
script today, so I'm so yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's perfect. So it's very interesting the talks, and I think Shopify already provided the developer relations in North America
Yeah,
or
yes.
Europe, but you can't bring completely the same culture to Japanese market, right? You have to shift or change something to suitable Japanese market.
Yeah. Actually, though, we can bring the some of the part into
Mhm,
Japan, and our team is not isolated from the core teams. Actually, for example, today we have the chat with the leadership of the developer relationship team in Canada,
mhm,
how we engage the Japanese developer as well, and we thinking of involving Japanese partner develop into their online activity as well. So for example, we started the Twitch
mhm,
live streaming,
yeah,
like live coding,
mhm,
the broadcasting this year, and from the core team. But we think of involving more Japanese developers into that categories. But
mhm,
the most highest barrier is the languages.
mhm,
So if we ask them to give the session in English, most
mhm,
of them, the Japanese developers, hesitate to join.
uh-huh,
And of course, most of the Japanese developers want to the contents as in Japanese and
mhm,
with the same time zone. So North
mhm,
America and Japanese has the high differences in the time
mhm,
differences. So that's why we exist in here. So
mhm,
and of course, as you say, some of the part doesn't work directly in Japanese market. So
mhm,
we have to optimize the Japanese merchant, like uh, shipping topic and other payment, other
mhm,
cultural differences. So
mhm, yeah,
as you know, noshi, the
yeah.
Japanese traditional gift
Noshi,
wrapping is
yeah, yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, gift wrapping is common. Is the noshi is a very specific Japanese approach. So that's
Mm,
why some app developer built their noshi plugin into Shopify. So that is
uh,
we call the ecosystem. So
mm,
we enhance our user experience together,
mhm,
involving the Japanese developers,
mhm,
and not only for us, but for Japanese merchant
mm.
entirely. So we
Yeah,
believe it's a good ecosystem here.
I see. So, and I have last questions. What is the objects or on
Oh,
your wall?
yes.
Shopify one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This got us some buzz in Twitter. So we often have the internal event called the team building.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, under the COVID-19, our teamwork, the conversation within the teammates are
Mm-hmm.
getting less. and so someone feel isolated alone. So we have some internal meeting, the team building, having funny time. So this is the first one. So our team painted the pictures and with some theme of Shopify or commerce or most important thing. So yeah, this is the question of your first answer. My favorite one is the American comics hero. So especially I like Iron Man,
Oh,
and
I
this is
see.
the Shopify version of Iron Man named Shopify Man,
Shopify.
and painted with my daughter, and half from them are painted by my daughter as well. And we
Oh,
take the
cool.
3 hours Zoom session.
Mm-hmm.
Another team building have the inviting a professional magician and learned how to make play the magician or something. So we often do some kind of team building. So this is the first one. So I hung it here, and one of the participants I mentioned the program, the education program, pointed out this, and he shared on Twitter what is the mascot
Yeah.
or something. So yeah,
I see. Okay. So thank you, Junichi-san. You have awesome careers, and I can't wait. I can't wait listen your talk. I hope you will enjoy DevRel Asia 2020 also. And thank you again.
thank you.
So, and today's interview is done. Our conference DevRel Asia will be held on the November 14th. Save the dates and waiting the date. And next interview is 9 a.m. UTC on today with Oleg Pridig. Okay, everyone, see you next interview. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you very much.